Greetings, students. Professor Gomes here. Just wanted to take a moment to give you a heads up prior to our course starting to give you a overview of what you can expect. I'm recording this on the 16th. It's actually a Sunday, May 16th. Our course doesn't start till Tuesday, June 1st, but I'm a firm believer of never waiting to the last moment. So, taking this time to put a face to a voice, so to speak, and to give you an introduction of what you can expect and how you can best succeed in our summer course. So, statistics, Math 158. Excited to work with you in summer 1, 2021. Of course, with what's going on in our country, it's getting a lot better, obviously, with folks being vaccinated, and it looks like we'll be going back to campus in September. But it's been a difficult over a year since last March. So in all that, it's getting better. It's getting better. So we'll be back hopefully in September. But anyways, one of the many reasons I love teaching this particular course is its real world application. Folks, what isn't statistics these days? Prior to the pandemic breaking out, it was the election, 2016 and then 2020, everyone was talking about numbers. What percentage of people believe in this? What people believe in that? It's all about numbers, statistics. I mean, data is just part of our daily lives for businesses and for advertisers. Everything is numbers. So it's one of those courses that, unlike, let's say, college algebra or intermediate or even calculus, statistics is a course that you can learn something on a Monday and apply it to your life on a Tuesday. You'll know more about numbers than most of your family and friends. So it's a course that's required in so many disciplines. Please feel free to go through all the web pages, familiarize yourself with how we'll operate. And this is my attempt at what I'm going to do in this video. I'll probably reach out, maybe produce another video prior to our start of our course. We'll see. But I wanted to give you a heads up. The course is now published. You can actually log on, and I'll walk you through things that you're going to see and give you some tips to how you'll have the best success. First thing right here, this little link. Please click on this, and I'll actually email you the link when I send this video out that I want to produce. It's key elements that are important in your success. And I'm going to make this a little bit larger. I'm going to zoom in here. And I want to give a shout out to Professor Locke, Harold Locke, that shared this with one of his groups, and he's allowed me to share it with you. So shout out to Professor Farrell Locke. Online courses can be just as rich and rewarding as face-to-face courses, but it takes a little more work on everybody's part, mainly on your part and even on mine. The information in this post contains key elements that are important for your success. Have clear expectations. Online courses are obviously convenient. We don't meet at all. In fact, we have no mandatory Zoom meetings. So convenient, and you have great flexibility, but they do take as much time and often more time as in a face-to-face course. The national consensus is that a 3-credit course takes between 6 and 9 hours of time each week. But here's what makes it even more crazier is that we're doing basically a 14 or 15 week course in 5 weeks. Summer session 1, 5 weeks. So we're condensing everything. So add the fact that it's an online course and you got to log on, several times a week. We're condensing what normally takes 14 weeks into 5 weeks. Students who set aside several short sessions through the week at consistent times and days have the most success. All right, brain research tells us that all-nighters and long cramming sessions are the least effective way to learn and retain information. It's recommended that you add weekly assignments to your calendar and work on them a little each day rather than try to knock it all out at once. Hopefully you folks aren't taking more than one summer session at a time here. But that's up to you. A majority of people I find that take summer sessions have taken them in the past, and they're fully aware of the workload. Ask questions. In an online course, I can't see your confusion or frustration, all right, because we're not seeing each other unless we're doing, the office hours, Zoom meetings on Friday. If you're having a problem, any confusion, speak up sooner than later. Don't wait until the assignment is due or the test is coming up the next day. All right, by that time it's too late. Please reach out to me. I'm on my machine all the time. As a matter of fact, as I'm sitting here today, I'm sitting in a walking boot. I just had surgery last Tuesday, so I got nothing better to do with my time than to be on my email. So please reach out to me. Don't let things lapse. Make sure you have the resources you need. I produce PowerPoints. I have homework solutions. Please take some notes. Obviously, you can use your notes during the exam. Read all my announcements. These are messages from me, often contain notices of changes, hints, and preview of upcoming assignments. Plus, I, on a regular basis, will email the entire class to let them know of upcoming quizzes, all right, or things that change. Most importantly, do well in the course. And I hear this all the time. I never did well in mathematics, but if you log on to Canvas regularly, watch my videos, do your homework, ask questions, you'll have success. Do yourself a favor and don't just skate by. What's the purpose in that? Do your best. If you do all the things I'm outlining, that won't be an issue for you. All right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to close this video out just because it's taking up some space. I just wanted to like I said, put a face to a voice because you won't be seeing me unless you log into the Zoom office hours. So I'm going to X out of that and close this up. Let me see. I need to close this up, minimize this. When you first log on to the course between now and the 1st of June, this is the page that you'll come to. It's welcome to our class. What I want you to do, what I encourage you to do, is to click on these links. Once the course has started, all right, you won't see this page. You'll see the learning modules page, and I'll click on that in a moment. But right now, let's talk about the course overview. A lot of resources here. Once again, I'm telling you that the course begins on Tuesday, all right, June 1st. Here's a copy of the syllabus. All right, you may want to download this, but to be quite honest, everything that's contained in the syllabus is part of this page, but some people like to have a hard copy. Super important. You may be very familiar with Canvas. You may have, in most cases, the majority of you have taken, even going back to last spring when we went to online fully. A lot of you took courses then, or you may have taken it in the winter, or you may just come off a spring online course. So you're pretty familiar with Canvas, but for those that are not, or folks that still have some questions about Canvas, please click on this link. All right. A lot of information here. How do I log on? Which browsers should I use? And I'll tell you right now, the college recommends Chrome. Please do not attempt to be logging on with Internet Explorer. Please be using Chrome. They say Firefox works well, but my experience tells me that Chrome, the latest version, all sorts of good resources, preparing yourself for online learning, technical requirements, updating your profile, navigating, using the calendar, communicating in Canvas. How do you send email? Our exams are not called exams, they're called quizzes in Canvas, checking your grades. A lot of great resources here. What if you need more Canvas assistance? Is a link and phone numbers for the ARC. And this Canton one won't be applicable, but the ARC here located in Brockton will get back to you. A lot of resources here, so please do yourself a favor, click on that link. Course descriptions right out of the catalog, recommended for business science, social science, human services, just about every major, all right, requires, because statistics touches each and every subject here. There's something about these topics that they make use of statistical data. Prerequisites, D minus and higher. You've already met these qualifications, because if not, the college would not have let you enroll. Now, what about where do we meet? All right, we don't. All right, you may have had a class where It was called a hybrid course where your instructor expected you to log into Zoom each and every week, each or depending on what day he chose or she chose, and it was a specific time. Not the case here. All the assignments that I'll post each Tuesday and Thursday. All right, I'll post them on Canvas, and each Friday I'll hold a non-mandatory 1 hour office hour meeting. Now, what's that for? Mr. Gomes, I'm doing section 2, 3, and number 7. I saw your voiceover. Can you please help me with it? And I'll walk you through it. I'll record these if no one has an objection. So we'll meet every Friday. Actually, it's only going to be really 1, 2, probably only 4 Fridays because of our final exam will be on a Thursday. And here's the Zoom link. Here's the link to how you'll log on to the office hours meeting. And once we log into the course, I'll show you another way. You may want to just copy this down. You don't have to be logged into Canvas to click on this link. As you saw, the book is available free. It's an OER textbook. All right, you can view it online. You can download it. You can download it to your iBook. All right, so please click on any one of these links here. The book is free and it's there. Well, if I click on view online, why not just talk about it to actually show you, all right, the textbook. Let me close that up. Calculator, super important. You need to have a graphing calculator. Now I'm specific. I'm saying graphing calculator. I'm not saying the $10 calculator that your aunt uses to go to Walmart to keep track of her groceries. No, a graphing calculator. Many of you have used these in high school. Now, the good news is you don't have to go out and buy one. You can rent it from Massasoit. It's $20 and it'll be added to your bill. All right, now the process is you make an appointment to either return something that you had in the previous semester or make an appointment to pick up your calculator. All right, so that's how you do that. If you need a Chromebook or a hotspot, you can call this number and they'll lead you in the directions on how to secure a Chromebook, or if you somehow need a hotspot. As I said, the $20 rental fee will be applied to your bill. Please make sure you return it, because if you don't return it, they'll charge you $120. Here's a laptop. Here's a link to a laptop technology grant application. If you're looking for a Chromebook, please click on that link. As I said, many resources here. Once again, I'm going to post homework each Tuesday and Thursday. I will post voiceovers. All right, as I do the PowerPoint, I ask you to read the PowerPoint, go through it. I'll actually walk you through the PowerPoint with a voiceover, very similar to what I would do if we were in class. All right, questions that you have, once I post the homework assignments, I'll answer those questions either via email or on the Friday office hours meetings. Here's a heads up. The homework is just like the format of the homework is just like the format of the exams. They're multiple choice questions, and obviously I give you the answers. Not only do I give you the answers, but the following day's assignment, I actually walk you through with a voiceover with screenshots of how the answer was derived. All right, now here's a question I get a lot right here. Please, no, homework is neither collected nor is it graded. I know in a lot of math courses, if you're working with Alex or whatever, or my math lab, the instructor may or may not require you to submit the homework. Not the case here. I am not collecting it, nor am I grading it. All right, you're college students. I expect you to do your homework. And if you don't do the homework, what am I going to do? Put you on punishment? No. You're expected to do it, and I treat you as adults. All right, so it's there. And it'll be fairly obvious if you're not doing the homework, because your grades are going to suffer. Speaking of grades, 2 online exams. All right, one on the 15th on a Tuesday, and the last one is so-called final is a Thursday, July 1st. The final is not cumulative. It does not go back to chapter 1. The first exam may include, right now, probably chapters 1 through 4, 1 through 5, and then your last exam is chapters 6, 7, as we get to 8. The final is not cumulative. Calendar, there's the start of our course, last day to withdraw. Hopefully no one does withdraw from it. Here's the grading system that you're very familiar with. Academic dishonesty. The college makes me post this, and just to make you aware of, dishonesty would be cheating, falsification of information, working on assignments with classmates without permission, plagiarism. Basically, it means you're sitting there with your friend doing the exams, and somehow word gets out. Bottom line, you don't want to do that. You want to be an adult. You want to do it the right way. All right. So, but I do need to post this because there's some severe consequences if you do get caught cheating. All right, which hopefully doesn't even enter into our discussion. And what I've got here, if I log down, scroll down, outcomes, learning outcomes. You can look this over, things that we're going to study. Course content, here again, the chapters that we're going to study. Disabilities, all right, this is super, super important. All right, if you have an IEP from a former session, a former either semester, fall semester, summer semester, spring semester, usually disability letters that I deal with is people that are allowed additional time to take the exam. So please, if that is applicable to you, if you have an IEP and it's on record with the college, please send me a copy of that IEP statement from the college. That way there I can make allowances for additional time for you to take the exams. Netiquette statement, things that you need to do when you're doing online. I mean, you're not going to yell at anybody. Hopefully, you're not going to yell at me, and you're not going to be yelling at you. Be courteous, show respect, be lawful. All right. Netiquette. Here again, some of these things, I have to post because that's what they're telling me to do. All right, I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to go back to our main page. All right, please take the time. Make sure you go through these key elements. Look at the course overview. Download the hard copy of the syllabus if you need to. But all this information will be, in Canvas, in my announcements. I give you everything you need to know. About your teacher, you can click on this if you want. It just tells you a little bit of my background. I've been doing this for a number of years. I started here in Massachusetts back in 1990. So it's been a long time. It's been over 30 years. All right. So you can look at my bio if you want. It's not a big issue. But here again, it's part of what I do in the Canvas. Now here's the big deal. These learning modules. Once the course begins, in fact, maybe a day or two before the course starts, you will no longer go to this page. If you want to get back to it, you can just click on pages. But when you log in, you're going to be directed to learning modules. Now, I'm in my view, instructor view. All right. And you can see that these little green dots mean that these two sections are published already. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into what's called student view. So we're going to be seeing exactly what you're going to be seeing when you log in. The first thing is this. If you don't see all of these links, you'll see this little caret, I call it. All right. And usually when you log in, you don't see anything underneath. Well, what you need to do is to click this little arrow and the remaining part of the menu opens up and you'll see everything that's under getting started. What are the things that are important? Well, getting started with Canvas. I mean, we may have, usually in the summertime, I get students that are transfers from other colleges. So the college that you attend on a full-time basis may not be using Canvas, may be using Blackboard. All right, so you need to get up to speed to Canvas. So all sorts of stuff here. All right, a tutorial welcoming you to the course and how to get up and running with Canvas. A getting started guide. A Canvas support. Hey, who would I call if I'm not seeing what this guy is telling me I should be seeing? The help desk. There's a number. There's the extension. Here we get some more Canvas quick links. Notifications, updating your profile, using the inbox, viewing your grades, submitting assignments. Well, that's not going to be applicable to you because homework isn't collected nor is it graded. But some helpful links there. Calculator and laptop rental. I just went through that a moment ago, but I revisited here. All right, how you go about renting a calculator. I'm giving you this right up front because you want to make sure you do get an 80. Here's what I want to say: the library that rents the calculators out has 83s and 84s. Please ask the person at the desk when you pick up your calculator or you make an appointment. Would you please ask them to get an 84, not the 83? Reason being, the 84 makes your life a little bit easier. With the 83, when I do my videos, sometimes the 83 there's a little discrepancy. And sometimes you'll find you'll get an 84 that behaves like an 83 because the operating system hasn't been updated. But you want to start that process now, making sure that you can make an appointment to pick yourself up an 83 or an 84, preferably an 84. Or you may just have one lying around from your high school days. You may have one of your buddies, your friends that has one, or you may have one in the junk drawer that we all have in our houses where you've got an 83. Make sure you have some fresh batteries. 83, 84 Ti. Now, I'm specific with a Ti because there's a lot of other graphing calculators out there. The one that I support is the Texas Instrument, the TI 8384. You really don't want to get, you don't want to get anything else, all right? Or even one of the fancier models. The 8384 is what you want to concentrate on. Now, a lot of folks log on with their phones, and that can be an issue too sometimes, but something that you can download to your phone or to your laptop or your iPad or whatever, your notebook, is what's called a emulator. All right, here's a link to a TI emulator. Once you download it, it's going to ask you for a ROM image, and I actually provide that for you. All right, so if you don't want to necessarily rent one or you don't have one, please, the last resort is to go to Amazon and pay $120 to buy one. Rent it, or even use the emulator if you're halfway technology savvy. Downloading this emulator and downloading the ROM image won't be an issue for you. So multiple ways, but there's no way you're going to get through the course without having a TI 84, 83 calculator. No way. I have several links to being successful in this course. One I have already showed you. The key thing is, I can do that later. No, that's what happens. You put things off, and it's a condensed course. It's 5 weeks. We're doing 15 weeks in 5, so it's a lot of work. All right. So please take a look at this. It's the same idea. Log on a consistent basis. Ask your questions. Found this a while back last semester. Life advice from Danzel. You'll really enjoy watching this video. He talks about, not falling back, falling forward. And yeah, in life you're gonna fail at some things. The people who succeed don't let that failure stop them. They keep on keeping on. I wish someone had told me this when I was your age, Denzel Washington. Please take a moment, watch this video. I think you'll find it very, very helpful. All right, predicting your success. This is a TED talk. This young lady talks about. The gist of this is it's not always the smartest person, the person with the highest IQ that does the best. It's the person that's grittiest, the person who can take adversity and not let him or her, don't let that adversity ruin their course. They overcome adversity, being gritty, having grit. All right? Please, I'm giving you this 2 weeks before the course starts. Watch the video. It's applicable to taking a math course or any course in college, whether it be here at Massasoit or somewhere else. TI 83 basic video. I laugh. All right. I'll often ask students, they have a question about the TI 83, 84, and I say, if you've gone to YouTube, YouTube has hundreds and hundreds of videos dealing with the 83 and 84. Please, if I'm not getting back to you quickly and I don't show you what you need to know, please go to YouTube. You'll find something. I'll get back to you. Don't worry. But there's so many videos on YouTube. To be quite honest, you can find how to make a nuclear bomb. Not that you want to make one, but the old saying nowadays is if Google and YouTube don't know about it, it doesn't exist. All right. Lots of videos. And like I say, many of you may have had access to an 83, 84 when you were in high school. You know about this. There's another 83, 84 guide. 3 ways to spot a bad statistic. All right. Another video that you may find interesting. Tech services, computer resources. What to have on your machine. And the main thing is, please have the latest version of Chrome on your machine, even though they say that Firefox is good. All right, the latest version of Chrome is what you're needing. There's also links to tell you about phone support. Video links. Each section starts out with a video on Vimeo. And then I produce my own, but I put all the videos in one spot in case for quick reference. Hey, something I'm not too sure on section 2. Here's the video right here. I'll link to it on Vimeo. All my remaining videos are on YouTube. All right, so I'm going to cancel that out. Now, what's going to happen when you're going to see this now, but actually, what I'm going to do is not to give you too much at one time. I'm actually going to unpublish this, but this is what you'll see on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. All right. Current meaning, hey, we're working right now on chapters 1 and 2, and then each day I've got the Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've actually posted an assignment. I'll actually click on this just to give you an idea. All right. I'm asking you to watch this video. You can play it right here within Canvas. There's a PowerPoint voiceover that I walk you through the PowerPoint as if we were in class. Is a direct link to download the PowerPoint to have that by your side when the test comes. All right, I'm asking you to push on to section 1, 2. There's my voiceover PowerPoint for 1, 2. There's the actual PowerPoint to download. And here is the homework. The homework for day 1, Tuesday, June 1st, is to do it's the section 1 and section 1 and 1, 2 PDF. Here again, I don't need that. I'm not collecting it, nor am I going to grade it. Now, once you've done that, I actually produce a video that goes through your homework where I talk you through how you got the answer, or how the answer was derived. Here again, since this is a 5-week course, we're pushing on to section 2.1. Like in any course, whether it be mathematics or anything, the first couple of chapters are straightforward. So we get through a lot of information within, a short period of time. But you knew this going in. You knew a 5-week course was going to be a lot of work. All right, so you need to be logging in. So actually, there's 10 things to do here in this very first day. So, yeah, it's all that in a bag of chips. All that in a bag of chips. Like I say, you won't see this when I'm not going to post that. Right now, I want you to get through just this. There's a lot of information pertaining right here. All right, so there's no need of me. There's no need of me posting the learning modules just yet. I'll wait probably 2 or 3 days before the course starts to actually post this. I don't want to inundate you. There's enough to get started here, just with all of these links. So that's a lot, but here again, I'm giving you an upfront thing. The main thing is watching, looking at the links, looking at the resources that I posted. Most important thing is to make an appointment to get your TI calculator. And if you need a Chromebook or whatever to fill out those applications, this is why I'm producing this video. Let's see, 2 weeks. Actually, it's 2 weeks from Tuesday, to give you enough time. I don't like to rush, and people that have success do things in a timely fashion. They don't wait till the last minute. That's when bad things are happening. All right. Hopefully, this helps you. I'll be in contact you via an email, please feel free to reach out to me if you still have some questions. But we look forward I look forward to working with you. My last summer class, my last spring class, I had 25 students, and they did extremely well. The only thing is, with your course, you're taking that 14 weeks. We're condensing it down to 5 weeks. So it's a lot to do, but it's doable. You can have success. All right. Have a great weekend. I'm producing this on a Sunday. Be safe out there, and we'll be talking.